When presenting in slides, it can be a pain if you're trying to put that stuff up on screen in, say, Google Meet or in a classroom, and you want to manipulate the things that you see on screen, the shapes, the text, anything of that nature, but you also don't want the students to see what's coming next. There is a way to do this now. So you can kind of create your own mock present mode without really being in present mode. So let's take a look at how that is going to function here. If I'm in slides, one of my biggest issues is that I want to be able to hide the stuff that's on the left-hand side over here, and I might as well try and maximize the space that I'm using on screen here, the real estate that I have. And I can't just go into slideshow or present type mode because again, I wouldn't be able to manipulate or add to the slides in any way. So there's a new option now. I can come up to the view menu here and I'm going to see two choices. Near the bottom I have show speaker notes, that's the stuff down here at the bottom, and show film strip, which is what they're calling this sort of sidebar with all of your different slides in it. So I can just uncheck those boxes, one, go up again, and two. That's going to get rid of those two things for me. Then what I want to do is I'm going to have to get rid of the stuff that I see up at the top here. All of the menu items and things that are there, all of this stuff can hide as well. And that's easy enough to do. I have to come over here in the corner and just click this little arrow that says hide the menus. It's going to get it out of the way and deal with that part for me. I can even get rid of this stuff up here if I want to. I can use the full screen mode for the browser itself. So if I were to click over here, I would see that I have a little button for that right here. And when I click it, I'm into this full screen mode. It lets me know F11 is actually the button that I use to get in and out of that mode. So I can hit F11 now, and then F11 again, and it just makes it full screen. So now I've got my tools available to me. I could still go ahead and create shapes if I needed to add something. I can use my lines and scribble on the screen if I needed to. And certainly I can use my selection tool here to click and manipulate things. And if I went through this two slides, I'm using my arrow keys now, I can push down again, and I decided I need to zoom in on something, that's also an option. I'd be able to use the little tool at the top here with my zoom tool and bump that up to say 200% and then just move it around if I needed to. Show people what I want them to see. So that way, if I come back here, I can reset this by just saying fit. I can hit F11 to get all of my other tools back. And then if I needed to, just fix him. There we go. I do have a tiny little arrow peeking out at the side here if I want to get back to my film strip and just double check things. But if the point was to hide, say, the answers to questions, I can do that by just leaving that closed, clicking the down arrow. There we go. Click off to the side. Down arrow, up arrow, down arrow, up arrow, and I can easily get back and forth between these different slides. So not a big deal to use that in, say, Meet or in Classroom or something like that, and be able to show all of the content on your slides and not have it really small and also not give away what's coming next.